Wait, they died? How is this legal? Oh my god, they died. I underestimated the damage so much.
Watch this!
Let's do a Slate run. Haven't done one of those in a while. Alright, so we go Death Games. Urge. And we do some Pew Pew. Alright folks, the deck is Deathrattle Slate Hunter. The goal of the deck is to reduce the cost of some key beasts like Augmented Porcupine with Stormpike Battle Ram so that we can repeat its battle cry after attaching a Mecha Leaper with Yelling Yodeler and Death Strider for a boatload of damage to the opponent's face. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle or here on YouTube. Okay, we can't combo this game. We just have to attempt to survive. So the Serpent Bloom might be like be necessary here. But can use the tracking to look for the buzzard. We found the buzzard, so maybe just go in on the buzzard. Or I could go in on this and then like, double buff or get multiple porcupines. But this is going to be a very difficult matchup without them high rolling this hard on turn 1. Scorpion is a pretty good example that you can mana cheat without making it completely overpowered. The only thing that I hear about Standard right now is how frustrating the Azerite Scorpion is to play against. So, there are a lot of people that would strongly disagree with you. Again, we're probably just forced to... Oh, that helps a bit. But we're likely just committed to making tempo plays here.
Don't have reach. Do some sludge.
And now, the premiere act. Me!
Oh, we missed one, but that's fine.
That's actually quite good.
Okay. Need the Mecha Leaper. Guess this also could work.
Job's done.
So it'll be one, and then this. I don't know if that's going to be enough damage, but it's something. If we draw the Mecha Leaper, which...
Getting low on cards.
Do you hear, Amnon?
This one is potent.
I mean, the problem here, both of these cost what? 1, 2. We played this. The problem is the kill mox coming down this turn. Of course, the kill mox.
It's completely safe. Just don't spill it.
I mean, they probably still survive this, right?
Oh, not many cards left.
Shout it from the mountaintops!
This one is potent.
I don't know how big their kill mox is. I don't think it's big enough. Oh, we're just dead. It's too big. Wait, what?
I'm out.
They threw? Did they not have the mana? They didn't have the mana. Oh my god, we finally got Starving in this deck. Starving it is. Yeah, welcome, Monroe. I don't really like the Hellbores, but we get a Scavengers.
I just love a good duel.
Ah, I didn't realize you were interested in research.
Just need to find Buzzard. Let's start with this just to get the play dead out.
The living drop all kinds of things.
And we can just do this, see if it finds the Buzzard. What do you feel about the current wild meta? I probably haven't played enough of it to comment. I don't have strong feelings. Purge. It's really not the buff target we're looking for, but it's the one that we hit.
The wails of these caverns chill me.
I didn't know you had it in you.
Yeah, I agree. The bots are like the primary concern in WoW, not necessarily like the balance or anything to do with the metagame necessarily. In my experience, but again, that's very limited experience. The good news is they don't have like the tempo gain from the Ring of Black Ice yet, and I have some amount of off-board damage, so they're definitely worse things for me.
This beast will not be tamed.
Hearthstone returning to China could diminish the bot problem or increase it. I don't know. I would hope diminish it, but just because it would spread the population out a little bit more. But I feel like there's still just a necessary proactive response from in like preventing the botting. So even if it reduces it, it won't completely eliminate it. Probably go here into here to kill that off next turn. Okay, we hit the buffs that we need. We just need some cost reduction now. And probably some more buffs as well. Might just be forced to tempo the Porcupine again, just because I don't know if I'm going to be able to attack again otherwise. Or rather survive. Like, I don't know if I'm ever going to clean these off at this rate. But I probably need at least one more turn here. And then I would need to top deck the Cultist, because I don't have a way to guarantee that this goes off. This is, the freeze is more impactful than I thought it was going to be. I need to hit the Yodeler. Or get extremely lucky off of these random Deathrattle triggers. Or we just kind of die. At least it's a 50-50 now.
Oh, not many cards left.
But even then, like, I don't win. Because they just top deck the Ignite and kill me. Also, the very last card is the one that I needed here.
Do you hear, Amnon? Here, girl. I smell an ambush. Looking for a stand-up?
Not getting this to proc means that I don't have a reliable way to trigger Deathrattles, so maybe I needed to hold the play dead. Hunter's Insight helps us set up the combo a lot easier. That would have saved us some headache earlier. It also gets drawn off of the Trinket Trickster. Yodeler, fine. This is fine. I don't actually want to draw King Crushes off of the birds, though, do I? Maybe I do. But I think the tracking, and that's a lot of damage. I haven't queued into a single Dragon Druid in
Oh, hey, are you
an hour once again, despite playing decks that would do reasonably well into Dragon Druid. Probably just need to have this in hand so that I can go in early. This is a deck that scales as the... Okay, that's a bad passive for them at least. It's a deck that scales as we go later because the bird does more and we get more buffs off the buzzard.
Here, girl. I smell an ambush.
It's the only one that actually helps my game plan. Birds. Might as well have it here.
Circle round.
Just probably ignore that, right? Maybe not anymore.
Circle round.
3 is less than 4. Okay, so we probably go here into here, maybe? We've got, like, all of the combo pieces, finally. So here into here, here. If that math is correct. This is... Once this dies, this is 0 to 3. It's also just 10. We're a little bit short at present. All right. Yeah, we're currently 1 damage off legal.
Someday I'll be just like you.
So obviously we die.
The future is ours.
The Ring of Phase Shifting is actively bad for their deck.
Fast here.
Behold the tools.
But never mind, why would there be consequences?
Behold the tools of creation. Behold the
Potentially saved by
tools of
animations.
creation. Behold the tools of creation.
Yep.
Shout it from the mountaintops.
It's just good for the buzzard primarily. Like this is also good, but we're going to run into massive hand space issues if we do that. So it's just mommy magic for sure. Is it just me or have OTKs become more common in duels these past few weeks? Yeah, that's the result of Dragon Druid. That's what the format currently allows because of the abundance of Dragon Druid. I think I like this Barons option.
I've never seen anyone so serious about mushrooms.
Oh, I wanted to show you my latest research.
We're just trying to use all of these tools to find the buzzard early. They've got a lot of cost reduction though. So that's why I kept the Hunter's Insight, so that I could hopefully keep pace with them. Let's start by discovering, see if we get the bird. And we'll get disappointed when we miss. But we can just go Ingenuity next turn. We're hitting the worst beasts right now. Oh no. Oh no. This would be pretty brutal for me. Okay, that's at least something. It's probably too early to commit to this when I'm going to be playing a lot of beasts in the meantime. Or at least I want to be for the sake of getting the buzzard in play. Okay, that's 2 pieces. Purge. Nice. Let's just go here and here. And we've got a good hand to reduce. I wouldn't mind an activator like a Death Strider or a Eodeler, but I am likely to draw eventually when they start clearing this board. What's your strat for Hunter's Insight? I never know when you should play right away or hold it for more reduction. Depends on the matchup. Because this isn't really a tempo-oriented game plan or opponent. Probably holding it to expedite the combo rather than to, like, make a play for board. But that would vary if we were in a different matchup.
The living drop all kinds of things. Circle round.
This is like a free activation, so it's a lot of damage, but... and probably more damage if we use it on the combo rather than just on the bird here. Especially with the Hunter's Insight. So I think I probably play the Hunter's Insight next turn. I go Hunter's Insight, Hero Power, Ram, I think would be the game plan, maybe even in a different order.
Are we really going to do this?
Where's your pass?
That was really quite good for me. I want this off the board. I think either option is fine here. Okay, that is an incredible amount of damage.
Got anything good?
2, 4. Like, I need these probably to die if I want to go that route, though. Is that worth? I mean, that said, what do I do here? Actually, I could have set up like a crush thing, huh?
Oh, I'm low on time.
Circle round.
Got anything good?
This is not a good spot to be. Yeah.
This one is potent.
King Crush saved. There's the yeller.
Circle round.
Got anything good?
Hyper Blaster can help for similar scenarios, just to like get through big minions without the use of Serpent Bloom. Really would love to find more, well, I guess, porcupines, But really what I'm looking for is more buzzards. The lack of those is kind of hurting me right now. But let's take another porcupine. That'll allow me to more freely tempo maybe the first one. Yeah, this is a matchup where we probably need to consider like the tempo porcupine, or at least the first one as a tempo porcupine. With like a serpent bloom or something. Like they do have a hard time getting back on board if they lose the board, so just like clearing their stuff is probably something a good start. Like unless they just happen to get a wand of destruction or something.
Reporting for duty. Job's done.
Oh for 2 so far. How big was the biggest porcupine combo so far? Not good. We've been under constant pressure since in every single matchup so far. So, feels like we're just constantly struggling to survive rather than make a big combo.
Well met.
I asked my dog what's 2 minus 2. She said nothing.
Thank you, Courier, for the 9 months. Second porcupine, but I still do need an activator. Hyper Blaster is certainly a card that could be worse. Speaking of could be worse, that does probably eat the Serpent Bloom, though. Just because I can't have this board going into a Crusader or a turn.
Moon fact of the Moose Day. A cow will
Wait,
chew for
okay.
up to 8
Never mind.
hours
That was
a day
just a weird
and
animation.
can move their jaws about 40,000 times a day. Moo.
Thank you, Carbonation. Moo indeed. Just let her rip. When the sheep deal 4 damage. Oh, because it dies. Yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, that was a mistake, which now puts me in a really bad position going forward. And probably cost me the game. Because I would have a decent chance to clear here. Now it's just completely gone. And we're just dead. I think we just lose on the back of a bad matchup here. I don't think it mattered that much, but it certainly did matter. Because they just play a second muster and kill us. It wasn't the weird animation that I was seeing. It was just the card doing the words that it says it does.
Shout it from the mountaintops!
This one is powerful.
That's an upgrade! Probably.
I got bailed out there. That was almost a really big throw. It's a pretty big boy. I don't know how strong it is for the deck, but it's pretty cool. I don't know how badly I want more like Deathrattle minions. They can be kind of clunky for, especially Deathrattle beasts, for setting up the combo, whereas the Warsong Wrangler and the Prospector's Cavern actually kind of fit with the combo. Like, I think already taking the Hellbore was a bit of a mistake. Okay, this is one where you actually get a decent amount of time to set up.
Looking for a fight?
The problem then potentially becomes patchwork.
You a new professor?
Well met.
We just didn't need the bloom. We're blessed by the Hearthstone gods.
Yeah. Why make good plays when you can simply get lucky and get bailed out instead?
Me have that for you. Here go. I smell an ambush.
I mean, that's a copy, right? So that's fun.
My blood for the Lich King!
Yeah, it's more Discover effect. Surely I'll find the combo
If
pieces.
we have time to set up, then can we also have time to move?
There's always time to move. Thank you, Carbonation. This is a good matchup, but a bad draw so far. Eulogizer.
Hungry, aren't ya?
Right. So this doesn't give me a copy, but it does get me one in hand. I mean, I might just need to Hyper Blaster soon.
The loss will be mourned and used.
Just so that I can avoid getting murdered to death. It's a pretty good pickup.
Who here can spell?
Forgotten Wild is Deathrattle Hunter more about Porcupine or Tonks? Neither is even remotely part of the metagame, so whichever one you have the most fun with. Another Eulogizer. Oh, right, because they have the Bronze Signet. Of course they have another one.
Anybody?
Why am I drawing off of the Starving there when it wasn't my turn?
That's an upgrade! Probably. Hungry, aren't ya?
Consider trying the Tonks combo in Duels. I mean, like, it's really quite difficult to try even, like, vaguely off-meta things in Duels, because you simply just lose the game if you try, or if you aren't playing something that's, like, competitive, and you don't get to go very far, so it doesn't end up being, like, fun. I do just want both of these dead.
my beast be!
How does start it on in your turn? Why did I draw during the opponent's turn then? Am I stupid? I mean, we know at this point I'm dumb. But like, how dumb am I? Why am I struggling so hard to figure out when it draws? Or whose turn it is. Also, who's on first? I don't know. Third base.
Pick me! Pick me!
The loss will be mourned and used. Do you hear?
The living drop all kinds of things.
Well, they did get their healing online.
Your souls belong to the
It did draw last turn, but it did not now. So it must just be a weird bug or something. I played the smaller one in case of Primus and just removal in general. And then it keeps the other one getting bigger. But I'm just looking for the Death Strider.
well met.
Toast! Thank you for the gifted sub.
Side your fate.
And I wanted to hold the weapon for the Primus as well.
Unholy.
That makes it a little bit more
Symbol of
difficult.
death.
Hungry, aren't ya?
Okay, I've got this into this. I just need to clean up my board a little bit more. And the opponent's board. I was so worried about overdrawing because of the starving, I just gave up the Serpent Bloom again.
Take a good look. You ain't never seen a light again.
It is in death
Oh, right.
tested.
Let's talk, little Death Knight.
This was probably lethal with the Serpent Bloom, so that's a shame.
Frost, mark of the bitter.
Does that change anything? Wait, they died? How is this legal? Oh my god, they died. I underestimated the damage so much. This is reasonable. This is also pretty good. Actually, I kind of like having the Hollow Hound. It is probably our best option. The Trinket Tracker is pretty tempting for getting the Hunter's Insight, but just getting a Hollow Hound and another Yeller is a good idea. Well, it took nearly 2 hours, but I think we finally found a Dragon Druid. I have a decent matchup into it, but not a great hand, to be honest, so let's try and change that. I'm gonna need to be careful for a change about the, jeez, Serpent Bloom in this matchup in particular.
Gotta keep 'em tuned.
Do we just take it so that we have it? I don't have cards that, like, do anything at the moment. I think you have enough mana. Oh, they're just looking for the,
Safe and sound.
Hungry, aren't ya?
Okay, no combo pieces, no defense at the moment. Like, we're just probably dead to a Dragon Golem here, yeah.
Safe and sound.
Okay, that's maybe something.
Note.
Oh my god, what am I doing?
My beat shield.
Oh my god, I'm throwing so hard right now. Matters too much because we're probably just dead here to an Alexstrasza. Like, okay, we're not yet dead to an Alexstrasza. But I don't have anything to do with this yet. So, unless I hit a Serpent Bloom,
We must stop this corruption.
kind of boned, even if I hit a Serpent Bloom. But, like, I couldn't have taken the Serpent Bloom when I didn't have anything to go with the like, I'm in this weird situation where the cards are appearing at the wrong times. Okay, so I was never winning this game.
This one is potent.
That should upgrade.
Probably.
Alright, I need that Serpent Bloom back. And even then, I need a Serpent Bloom and a prayer. Oh, right. Plus the Deathwing just kind of farms me anyway. I don't have any outs here. This would have been good with the Serpent Bloom. I should have just trusted that I would draw into one of these two and taken the Serpent Bloom. What did I take instead? I drew the Wrangler, which didn't get me anything of value.
This one is potent.
Yeah.
I must
I took Harpoon Gun. Yeah, I took Harpoon Gun to try and find the beasts. Both of these are pretty fine. It's helpful if because we have so few buzzards, I think I need to take it. And we want to skip this.
Finally, a real fight.
Oh, hey! Are you a new professor?
Let's keep the tracking. See if we can find the buzzard early. These help as well. Seems like a strange combination of passives. Having it is probably better than not. God, these, I should have just not taken extra beasts, huh?
Job's done.
Okay, do I draw here? Yes, why did I draw here? It seems so inconsistent.
Here, girl. I smell an ambush.
It's a copy, so we want that. I think I should draw here, obviously. Continue buffing the crush, but I don't get it.
You now take mandible.
Like, I didn't draw there off of the start game. Make it make sense, chat. Maybe it's like you draw once per round of turn, so you don't draw on your turn, but you can draw on your opponent's turn. I guess so. It's very unintuitive and pretty contrary to, like, most other things in Hearthstone. But that is the thing that makes the most sense here, isn't it?
This one is potent.
So this is turn 5. I didn't draw on turn 5. So theoretically I could draw here, but then I wouldn't. No, I could draw on my next turn. So let's see. We probably, like, we should draw here, right? Okay. Just need to not burn the Mecha Leaper, which is getting increasingly likely here. That one's fine. I would like to have that one, but it's fine.
Do you hear? This beast will not be tamed. Circle round.
This one is potent.
Okay. We're set up. We just need some cost reduction and I guess maybe some more buffs. Do we need more buffs? This is kind of small. The issue is the effect is just written really poorly, so it's impossible to tell if it's a bug or working as intended. Well, no matter what's going on, the text doesn't match what's happening, right? Because the text kind of suggests that it only triggers on my turn, which is clearly not happening. Okay, there's our cost reduction.
Gotta keep them tuned.
Bear arms!
This one is potent.
Do you hear? Circle round!
Now, how do we set this up? I go 2, 4, 7. That's got to be lethal. I just need to make sure this is off board. Seems likely that's happening. How much mana is that though? 2, 4, 6, 9. Nice. Wait, this stayed on the board though. Probably don't need the full combo here. They're only at 30.
Feel his icy touch.
Borg. Skip those because they are not good. And skip is.
I just love a good duel.
Ah, I didn't realize you were interested in research.
I just need like the birds and stuff like the buzzards to get my hand going. Yep. Sticky fingers, okay. I was gonna say, at least they don't have the freezing hero power, but I guess now it's, at least they don't have the Ring of Black Ice. Probably just hero power next turn if this survives. I mean, it's one piece of it is likely to survive, right? So we just get the buzzard value. We're able to. Okay, we've got 3 pieces so far. Can use this to maybe try and find the, please don't overdraw me here. The other bird. Yeah, it overdrew me, didn't it? Okay. I don't need Crush anyway. It's possible I don't even want Crush.
Here, girl. Snail in ambush.
This gets me some cost reduction at least, so probably worthwhile.
By my calculations, you need to chill out.
I just don't want that running away with the game somehow. Just look for the Deathstalker here. Is that what it's even called? Deathstrider.
Wait, you don't want Crush? I already planned your weeding.
Sorry about that.
Gotta keep them tuned.
But thank you, Dark Wolf, for the bits. Appreciate the thought, but no Crush for me.
Presentation is everything. Circle round.
This one is potent.
Now we're just looking for the Hunter's Insight to hopefully get drawn off of the trinket tracker. Actually, it looks like it might be guaranteed. And then we could just get this dead and set up a combo and win. It's not the best answer to let's go here, because the trinket tracker is more important.
Circle round.
Okay. Perfect.
Hungry, aren't ya?
Living drop all kinds of things.
This one is potent.
Alright, as long as we don't see any new secrets, it should be a pretty easy lethal. This. Light show. What a gamer. Alright, well, it only took me 9 games, but I think I'm finally starting to suck less with this deck. So that's reassuring. And we keep getting skips too, which is nice.
Today I bring
We obviously do need the buffs and such, and like we need card draw to get there.
bring any mushrooms for me, Omu?
Do I ever take the Cowardly Serpent Bloom here just to, like, make up for last time? Let's give it a try. I don't think it's the best thing in the world, but neither is the rest of this hand, so. Okay, this is a more manageable setup than the Drekthar had, at least.
Living drop all kinds of things.
Card draw good, we hit the cost reducer. Yeah, this is what I was talking about with the deck scaling into the late game, is it scales into the late game.
This one is potent.
Got anything good?
Alright, just find the Leaper forehead.
This one is potent.
Got anything good?
I really didn't want it to land there, obviously, but that's where it landed. Turn 7 OTK? I mean, we still need to hit the Mecha Leaper, but we could go even faster thanks to the greedy pickaxe here.
Got anything good?
And the Hunter's Insight, but again, we need some more card draw to and buffs to make this work.
This desecration of the Titan's land stops here.
And we need to survive. Second one was also good versus zero boards instead of the weapon. Yes. But if I'm spending time clearing their boards, I'm probably not winning. Like, I don't have a way to make this clear boards because I didn't receive a single buff. And I have other ways to get the second copy. I need this to hit Mecha Leaper.
Hungry, aren't ya? This one is potent.
That's an upgrade.
Probably.
Gotta keep them tuned.
Alright, I dead OG Alex no matter what I do, so hope they don't have it. Should be GG, right? Oh my god, that pause with my disconnect issues. $69. Nice. Gonna go ahead and skip those. This is going to be a tough one without the right draw.
What a surprise.
What was it that you're working on again?
Serpent Bloom can't be a keep there. Just, like, because the rest of the hand was such doo-doo. Speaking of. Let's just get this down for the Starving, which I think we finally started to sort out, but again, it doesn't do what the words say it does.
You are not the boss of me.
Which is a little annoying. Speaking of, this is potentially going to farm me now as a result of that happening. I don't have a beast yet, but not much I can do about that.
The living drop all kinds of things.
Okay, so turn 2 I already drew. If they trade into this, I don't get a draw.
This beast will not be tamed.
Needs to be this.
This one is power.
Just get through that the hard way. I think this is probably more threatening at the moment than the sludge on wheels. Yeah, that's a pretty good pickup. Here, here. Hopefully we get the bird or the leaper off of this. Like, I prefer the leaper, but I need the bird anyway, so both are kind of necessary. I also should draw off a Starving if this dies this turn. Get fisted. Nice, good hit for me. Starving value.
Running out of time.
Oh, the Pants do reshuffle their deck. Off of playing the Sludges as well. That's awkward for them.
Don't have reach. Do some
Potentially.
Gotta keep them tuned.
Divine Shields are actually kind of annoying for... honestly, so is maybe a King Crush to face with a Divine Shield? What if we just went that route here? It's one way to cash in on the cost reduction. That once needs to die, so we're making a very, very illegal King Crush maneuver here. But letting that run away with the game will cause me to lose the game. And I have, as we've seen, obscene amounts of damage, so I don't necessarily need that 9 to face so much as I need to draw the right combo pieces. Yeah, it also kind of wastes their time a little bit here. Okay, that's 2 pieces. I just need the Mecha Leaper. Okay. Not exactly what we were looking for there, but we have tracking to help with this. And this can still be useful. Yeah, Mob also reshuffles, so they just don't have like a frack-in setup, but I don't think that that's terribly relevant. Like, this hasn't been buffed at all. And we don't have the Mecha Leaper, which is the important card. But we do have this. This is also the important card.
Running out of time.
With 6 triggers, you probably don't need buffs as much. No, we don't need buffs, we need the Mecha Leaper. Because the scaling happens from the Mecha Leaper, not the buffs. So yes, you're right, but we're still short the main damage option that our deck has right now. I mean, it's just gotta be lethal next turn, right? So long as this dies. And we don't.
You are not the boss of me.
Running out of time.
I think they're beginning to realize the effects of shuffling here. I didn't think it was going to matter, but it did. Okay, this is like turbo lethal with the Hunter's insight pickup. Oh, they gained 1 armor. Good for them. This could actually help clear the Deathrattle minions, right? Also just do damage, so it's probably just the Nutty Amalgamate. Oh my god, we keep getting skips. So good.
Professor Slate. What a surprise.
What was it that you're working on again?
Alright. Not really happy about encountering this again, because again, I think we just got fortunate that the opponent had a bit of a slow start. But the selective breeder is good. We are kind of, again, suffering from the fact that we probably just added too many beasts to our deck. It's something, if I play this deck again in the future, I'm going to need to keep in mind. It's also a scarier passive setup than we encountered last game. But we do have, like, a lot of ways to fetch the, uh-oh. That's gonna hurt. I mean, this is obligatory, right? We need this. So we just have to take it. Then we have 2 more pieces that we need to find, and ideally some cost reduction along the way. Like, it's not the greatest option to get a copy of specifically, but it is a mandatory piece. So we just grab it and move on.
It's still good.
It's copies, you can use it for heals or something if necessary. Yeah, that's not necessarily how I want the game to go, but yeah. Could end up being a necessity. I'm probably going to choose both of these at some point, so we probably take the draw first. So that we can draw into the, ideally, one of the other combo pieces. It would be nice if it were the Mecha Leaper, because that's a little bit harder to find since we have fewer copies. And then we take the Insight after that.
And now, the premiere act, me!
This is most definitely beginning to hurt.
This one is potent.
Next turn we go here. Probably. But having this not only soaks up some damage, but also gets me starving value. But I really kind of needed to hit one of the combo pieces off of the Ingenuity.
Don't have grease. Use some sludge.
Running out of time.
Nice, so we get card draw. It'll go into turn 5. Should get card draw again.
Don't have grease. Use some sludge.
That's a pretty good pickup.
Hungry, aren't ya?
This is too slow, but we have to take it.
This one is potent.
Could set up the nutty Dragon Rider combo. That'll be a 7 mana turn. It like soaks up the board at least. It allegedly does something. But we'll see what happens here. Ooh, no.
Running out of time.
Wait, actually, have they shuffled any to the bottom yet? Guess not.
This one is potent.
Job done.
It's a good burn for me. The staff is kind of trolling them a bit. But this is the downside of like adding too many beasts to our deck, because it makes it harder to find the beast that we need to win. Okay. There's some healing. And the hardest of the minions to find. Probably here, here.
Out of time.
Do you hear?
Do I need this healing? It's currently an 8 mana combo already, right? So I probably just need the healing.
This one is potent.
But we just have the combo set up for next turn. In consideration to Cold Bar and get 6 Deathrattles off its healing. That's worse than just trying to win next turn, I think. Like, it's hard for us to die from here, isn't it? Certainly not impossible, but...
It's completely safe. Just don't
Cool.
spill it.
What? I can't hear you. It's a little loud due to the machine gun and frogs.
Completely safe. Just don't
Ribbit.
spill it.
Oh my god, we just keep getting skip on skip on skip.
I just love a good duel. Ah, I didn't realize you were interested in research.
Alright, let's keep the breeder. And we don't need buffs, right? We just need card draw, card tutoring, and cost reduction. I think we are a lot better positioned against Freeze Mage than we have been in the past. And we can just combo a lot earlier. But most important, will Blizzard nerf the Leaper somehow?
That's an upgrade.
I would not expect that to happen, no.
Here, girl. I set an ambush.
Okay. It's good enough. It might even be good enough for, like, Buzzard coin hero power just to ensure we get some value off of it.
Job done.
Getting trolled by the crushes again. Okay. Bird. So we go here into here to avoid overdrawing. All we need is cost reduction and I could even just throw this out there, like have it distract them for a bit or something. But I don't know if I want to put it onto the board here. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, that was a big mistake. I keep forgetting about the stupid starving. Now I'm going to overdraw again. It's only one card that matters. Okay, I give up. I have no idea how starving works.
This beast will not be tamed.
Like, every time I think I have it sorted out, it seems to change on me. Is it only your turn if a beast dies? No, because it's been happening on my opponent's turn, too. So, it should be only my turn. But it seems that that is not true. We have the coin. Yes. And this time we did draw. This is giving me such a headache trying to sort this out.
Be tamed.
Oh, it just doesn't allow you to overdraw. Okay. That actually makes sense.
Gotta keep them tuned.
Should draw me 2. And then I do draw 1 more next turn, but I really just want to find the harpoon gun. This, how many beasts do I even have left? 1, 2.
You burn some, you earn some.
3. Hit the oops just to pretend like that matters. Get this into this next turn. Like, we're getting to the point where we just need the 9 mana. I could even just go here into here to potentially set up some cost reduction. We kind of assume that this just gets frozen and never does anything, which makes it a bit of a liability. In terms of... Jeez, that's big. Okay. This should now be a 50-50, right? I've got Butch, and I've got the Mecha Leaper. But I do need this to die eventually. Does the Porcupine just have enough stats to kill without the frog? 49? If this dies. Which it didn't. But that is a good shout.
Get these relics to the hold.
As soon as this dies, we're in business. Which means I probably just should not have played this. Surely this Hellboar dies eventually, right? we need frog? No, we've got 49 damage. But this times 7. Okay.
Hurry!
Now become a mountaintop!
Oof. That's still a very annoying game. Just like not being able to clear my minions and not being able to draw the Mecha Leaper early. This could be good. Just for staving off aggression after getting some buffs early. Like, I don't think it's what we want on the combo turn necessarily, but could be. Most importantly, we got another skip, so this is perfect. Only adding 1 card to our deck at that stage is ideal.
Professor Slate. What a surprise.
What was it that you're working on again?
I'm just going hard for a fast combo. Like, I think that's how we have a chance at winning this. The early sheep is helpful for, like, staving off some of the aggression and drawing cards. Okay. Could be worse, but like they are likely at 11 wins, so they're going to be a pretty strong deck. Let's just get the starving going and contest that minion. And then we can play the breeder next turn. Or we can just do this. Alright, it deals 4. We learned that in the early. It's a pretty good defensive pickup. We can play this alongside the breeder if we need it. Or we can play this alongside the breeder. This is the more important one, right? Because if it gets buffed enough, as we saw, it's just potential GG on turn 6.
The overture is upon us.
This one is potent.
Good hit for me. Just take our chip damage where we can. This is already kind of a reasonable play just to like ensure more buffs on this as well.
Don't have grease. Use some sludge. This one is potent.
So it's 428 right now. Could go here to look for the Mecha Leaper and then play the Insight. Let's kill that before it gets any bigger.
This beast will not be tamed.
Let's go here. Here.
This one is potent.
So this is 4 times 7, 8. Lethal?
This one is potent.
Do I have the mana? It's 4 times 9, right? 2, 4, 0 hero power. GG. That's 7, 9, or 7, 8, 9. Ooh! Alright, I'm glad I figured out by the end of this run how to play this deck. It is just really weak early and then scales to a crazy, crazy degree. But, like, at the same time, I made some pretty bad plays early in the run, but got it sorted out by the end. Let's see what we've got here. Lots of gold, which is neat.